This is Salty. Salty lives in the salt marshes of Coal Harbor, Nova Scotia, and he wants to take us on a journey through his home. Salt marshes are wetlands that are typically found in the upper intertidal zone. The intertidal zone is the area that is exposed during low tide and submerged during high tide. Salt marshes are flooded as the tides get higher and are drained as the tides get lower. Aside from Salty the snail, you can find many other animals in salt marshes. The green crab, a variety of different worms, insects, fish, and mussels are all found in and around salt marshes. Birds also make use of salt marshes. Herons, ducks, sandpipers, and plovers can all be found in salt marshes, where they often feed or rest. Along with animals, a variety of different plants can be found here as well. Saltwater cordgrass, salt meadow grass, sea lavender, sea milkwort, and sea lettuce, to name a few. The salt marshes are a high-stress environment, so species must be able to adapt to the constant changes. Some plants, such as cordgrass, have adapted glands that can excrete excess salt from the plant body. Birds have developed different sizes and shapes of beaks that allow them to find food sources within the mud. Another notable adaptation is that worms have developed the ability to decrease their uptake of salt by compressing themselves to a smaller size. These adaptations allow each different species that live within salt marshes to access different niches, which leads us to the ecological concept of resource partitioning. Birds with longer necks are able to reach further down into the water to get different food sources, while others have longer beaks that allow them to gain resources from the mud. Did you know that salt marshes make up 9% of Canada's coastline? Abiotic and biotic factors play an important role in shaping salt marshes. The rise and fall of the tides make up the abiotic forces of the ecosystem, which have an effect on temperature, salinity, and oxygen levels. Plants and animals within the ecosystem make up the biotic factors that help shape the salt marsh through symbiotic relationships, predator-prey relationships, and through competition for resources. The Mi'kmaq people have a special relationship with salt marshes. They make use of the sea lavender and sweet grass from the marshes for medicinal purposes. In a scientific view, we see the ecological concepts and quantifiable measures that we can gain from observing salt marshes, but the Mi'kmaq people see salt marshes as a healer, a relative, and a teacher. If we adopt the Mi'kmaq principle of two-eyed seeing, we are encouraged to see the salt marshes as more than just a biological landscape. If Salty the snail taught us anything, it is that salt marshes are not just pretty places. They are important habitats that serve as a great model for studying adaptations. The Mi'kmaq concept of two-eyed seeing allows us to care deeply rather than just learn deeply. Understanding these ecosystems through science and through Indigenous tradition is key to determining how we can protect them. In salt marshes, the tide will always return, but when this ecosystem needs our help the most, will we?